Hello students, I am Dr. Timmegowda Innar, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, Government Sri Krishna Rajendra Silver Jubilee Technological Institute, KR Circle, Bangalore. In my session 4 video lecture, I am going to explain the continuation of Engineering Chemistry Theory Module 1, that is Electrochemistry and Energy Storage Systems. The session 4 content includes electrochemical energy systems, in which the types of electrodes, reference electrodes, and construction, working, and applications of Calomel electrode. So before going to discuss the types of electrodes, what are electrodes? Electrodes are electrical conductors through which an electric current or electrons enters or leaves in an electrochemical cell. I repeat, electrodes are electrical conductors through which an electric current or electrons enters or leaves in an electrochemical cell. Why electrodes are required? Electrodes are used to make contact with non-metallic part of the circuit, and electrodes converts ionic potential into electronic potential. So this is about the brief information of electrodes. Let's move to the types of electrodes. Depending upon the constituent of electrodes, the electrodes are classified into the number 1, that is metal ion electrodes. Example, copper electrode, zinc electrode, silver electrode. So in this type of electrodes, we can construct by dipping the metal in the solution containing its own ions. For example, if we consider zinc metal ion electrode, the zinc metal, it is dipped in the solution containing zinc ions. Similarly, in copper metal ion electrode, the copper metal, it is dipped in the solution containing copper ions. So this is about metal ion electrodes. The second type of electrode, that is metal salt ion electrodes. Example, Calomel electrode, it's a representation. Mercury, it is in contact with the metal salt mercurous chloride, and it is in contact with ion, the anion of the salt, that is potassium chloride solution. Similarly, the silver chloride electrodes, in which the silver metal, it is in contact with sparingly soluble salt of the same metal, that is silver chloride, and it is in contact with anion of the salt, that is potassium chloride solution. So in general, in this type of electrodes, metal is in contact with sparingly soluble salt of the same metal. If you consider mercury is the metal, sparingly soluble salt of the mercury, mercurous chloride, and it is dipped in the solution containing anion of the salt. So here anion is chloride, since it is immersed in the solution containing anion, that is potassium chloride solution. So this is about metal salt ion electrodes. Let's move to third type of electrode, that is ion selective electrode. The name itself indicates these electrodes are selective towards some particular ions, even though the solution containing many other ions. Example, glass electrode. So this glass electrode particularly responds to the concentration of H plus ions in solution, even though the solution containing many other ions. Similarly, the lanthanum fluoride electrode, it responds particularly towards the concentration of fluoride ions, even though that solution containing many other ions. Other examples for ion selective electrodes are ion exchange resin membrane electrodes, crystalline membrane electrodes. In this type of electrodes, membrane, it is in contact with ionic solution. Let's move to fourth type of electrode, that is redox electrode. Example, platinum electrodes. In this type of electrodes, the inert metal, that is platinum, dips into the solution containing same ions of two different oxidation state, same ions but with two different oxidation state. Here the potential develops due to presence of same ions with different oxidation state. Let's move to the next type of electrode, that is gas electrode. Example, standard hydrogen electrode. So in this type of electrode, the gas, that is hydrogen, it is in contact with the inert metal platinum, and that metal immersed in ionic solution of the gas molecules. The gas molecule is H2. Ionic solution of the gas molecule means H plus ion containing solution. So in this type of electrodes, the gas, that is H2 hydrogen gas, if we consider standard hydrogen electrode, it is in contact with platinum inert metal that is immersed in the solution containing ionic solution of the gas, that is ionic solution of H2, that is H plus ion solution. So this is about the types of electrodes. Let's move to reference electrodes. What are reference electrodes and why reference electrodes are required? As we know that experimentally it is not possible to determine the single electrode potential. Only theoretically we can calculate the single electrode potential using Nernst equation, but experimentally it is not possible to determine single electrode potential because single electrode will not work. The electrode only works when it is connected with other electrode. So only the difference in electrode potential between two electrodes can be measured as EMF of the cell. Hence, it is necessary to keep one of the electrodes in electrochemical cell at constant electrode potential, and that electrode is called reference electrode. If we look at this picture here, it is copper electrode and it is connected with another electrode having the constant electrode potential, that is standard hydrogen electrode, because its electrode potential arbitrarily considered as 0 volt at all temperatures. Hence, the definition of reference electrode is: reference electrodes are the electrodes whose electrode potential is known and constant. With reference to those electrodes, the electrode potential of any other electrodes can be measured. I repeat, reference electrodes are those electrodes whose electrode potential is accurately known and constant. With reference to these reference electrodes, the electrode potential of any other electrodes can be determined. So this is the definition for reference electrodes. These reference electrodes are classified into primary reference electrodes and secondary reference electrodes. Example for primary reference electrode is standard hydrogen electrodes. So in which the platinum, it is dipped in the solution containing H plus of 1 molar, that is HCl of 1 molar solution, and the hydrogen gas, it is supplied into this platinum metal dipped in solution at 1 atmospheric pressure. So here the standard electrode potential value for standard hydrogen electrode considered as 0 volt, arbitrarily considered as 0 volt at all temperatures. So next, what are secondary reference electrodes? These are the electrodes, and these electrodes are standardized using primary reference electrode, that is standard hydrogen electrodes. Hence, these electrodes are called secondary reference electrodes. Example, calomel electrode and silver chloride electrode. The standard electrode potential of saturated calomel electrode versus standard hydrogen electrode is plus 0.241 volt at 25 degrees Celsius. Similarly, the standard electrode potential value of saturated silver chloride electrode is 0.197 volt at 25 degrees Celsius. Let's discuss the construction, working, and applications of the secondary reference electrode, that is calomel electrode. The calomel electrode, as I mentioned, it is a secondary reference electrode. How to construct these calomel electrode? The calomel electrode consists of a glass tube with a side tube. The mercury is placed at the bottom of the glass tube, and a paste of mercury and mercurous chloride. It is mercurous chloride is also known as calomel. A paste of mercury and mercurous chloride is placed above the pure mercury, and the remaining volume of the tube filled with the potassium chloride solution of known concentration. It may be 0.1 molar, it may be 1 molar, or it may be saturated potassium chloride solution. A platinum wire, it is immersed into mercury to obtain electrical contact, and there is a porous disc, it is at the bottom of the tube. It acts as a salt bridge. I repeat, the calomel electrode consists of a glass tube with a side tube. The mercury is placed at the bottom of the glass tube. A paste of mercury and mercurous chloride is placed above the mercury. The remaining volume of the tube is filled with the potassium chloride solution of known concentration. A platinum wire, it is immersed in mercury to obtain electrical contact. A porous disc at the bottom of the glass tube, it functions as a salt bridge. So this is about the construction of calomel electrode. The representation of calomel electrode has the platinum wire, it is in contact with mercury, and this mercury, it is in contact with mercurous chloride, that is Hg2Cl2, and it is in contact with potassium chloride solution, KCl solution of X molar. And this calomel electrode, it is an example for metal salt ion electrode. So let's discuss about working of calomel electrode. The calomel electrode working as reversible electrode. That means this calomel electrode working both as anode as well as cathode. That depends on the electrode potential of connecting electrode. If the connecting electrode having electrode potential value less than calomel electrode, then the calomel electrode function as cathode. If the connecting electrode has higher standard electrode potential, then the calomel electrode function as anode. Let's consider if it acts as cathode, then what is the reaction occur? When it acts as cathode, the mercurous chloride will undergo reduction and it forms the neutral mercury. So the valency of mercury in mercurous chloride is +1, and it will gain this electron and it undergoes reduction. But when it acts as anode, then the reverse reaction takes place. That means the neutral mercury, it undergo oxidation by reacting with chloride ions, and it forms mercurous chloride and it releases 2 electrons. The net reversible electrode reaction can be written as mercurous chloride, it undergo reduction when the calomel electrode function as cathode, and the products are neutral mercury and chloride ions. Similarly, when it acts as anode, then the neutral mercury reacts with chloride ions, hence mercury will undergo oxidation and it forms mercurous chloride by releasing electrons. So this is about the working of calomel electrodes. Let's discuss about the relation between electrode potential and the concentration of potassium chloride. You can see here, if we fill saturated potassium chloride solution in calomel electrode tube, then the standard electrode potential value of calomel electrode is plus 0.241 volt. If we fill with 1 molar potassium chloride solution, then the standard electrode potential value of calomel electrode is 0.280 volt. If we fill with 0.1 molar potassium chloride solution in tube, then the standard electrode potential value of calomel electrode is plus 0.334 volt. So you can see here, as the concentration of potassium chloride solution decreases, the electrode potential value increases. The electrode potential of calomel electrode dependent on the concentration of potassium chloride solution. As the concentration of potassium chloride increases, the standard electrode potential value of calomel electrode decreases. So this is the relation. Hence, the electrode potential of calomel electrode, that is E calomel, is equal to E naught value of calomel electrode minus 0.0591 log of the concentration of chloride ions or potassium chloride solution at 298 Kelvin. So this is about the relation between the potassium chloride solution concentration and the standard electrode potential value of calomel electrode. So finally, the applications of calomel electrodes. The calomel electrode is used to determine the pH of the solution. The calomel electrode is used as a reference electrode to find the pH of the solutions. And the calomel electrode is used in potentiometric titrations as reference electrode to find out unknown concentration of the given solutions, as well as the calomel electrode is used to determine standard reduction potential value of any other electrodes. And also, the calomel electrode is used as reference electrode in cyclic voltammetry and other electroanalytical methods. These are some of the applications of the calomel electrodes. Let's discuss about some multiple choice questions covered in this topic. Question number 1. Example for reference electrode. Option A, glass electrode. Option B, platinum electrode. Option C, calomel electrode. Option D, all the above. As we discussed, among these given answers, the correct answer is option C, that is calomel electrode. Question number 2. Electrode potential of saturated calomel electrode with respect to standard hydrogen electrode at 25 degrees Celsius is option A, minus 0.241 volt, option B, plus 0.241 volt, option C, plus 0.281 volt, option D, plus 0.334 volt. The right answer is option B, that is plus 0.241 volt. Question number 3. The reference electrode can be used to determine the pH of the solution is option A, glass electrode, option B, platinum electrode, option C, silver chloride electrode, option D, all the above. So here, to determine pH, we can use either calomel electrode as a reference electrode, or we can use silver chloride also as a reference electrode. Hence, the right answer is option C. Question number 4. The saturated calomel electrode can be used for option A, determination of pH of the solution, option B, potentiometric titrations, option C, cyclic voltammetry experiments, option D, all the above. As we discussed, we can use this calomel electrode for all these option A, B, C. Hence, the right answer is option D, all the above. Question number 5. Example for ion selective electrode. Option A, calomel electrode. Option B, platinum electrode. Option C, silver chloride. Option D, glass electrode. The right answer is option D, that is glass electrode. Question number 6. Calomel electrode is an example for option A, metal ion electrode. Option B, metal salt ion electrode. Option C, redox electrode. Option D, ion selective electrode. As we know, the right answer is option B, that is metal salt ion electrode. So the reference materials you can go through are as shown here. So I will stop this session here and I will continue the remaining syllabus in next session video lecture. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.